I want to get out to Kenesha Dees right now, who's live in front of the Madison County Courthouse. City Council has two big issues today that they're dealing with. One is how protesters were treated last Wednesday, and the other is, of course, the removal of the Confederate statue outside the courthouse. Sydney, what are we supposed to take away from today?
As you can see behind me, there are dozens of people here protesting, others inside the City Council chamber, and they're here for many different reasons. Some includes making sure that the Confederate monument in front of the Madison County Courthouse is removed. Here's what led up to today's meeting.
Scenes captured on cell phone video from last Wednesday's protest. Many protesters say they were upset with the use of smoke, tear gas, and rubber bullets by Huntsville PD. Also on tonight's agenda, the removal of the Confederate monument outside of the Madison County Courthouse. Yesterday, Madison County Commission passed a resolution for permission from the state to have it removed.
The city of Huntsville should seriously consider relocating the monument.
Taking that down and replacing it with something else lets anyone know who's walking in, whatever color they are, whatever economic background, that listen, you're in here for justice, and justice, she is blind.
And others believe it should stay.
We add value by telling the entire story and not erasing memory, because one day if we take it down, someone may take other statues down that they may not like.
And joining me right now is Katrina Jervis. Katrina, hi. Can you tell us why you're here today?
Well, today I'm here to learn more about what's happening with the city as far as District 1 and the City Council. I want to make sure that I participate as a citizen, especially as a black woman, to make sure that things actually happen toward positive change for the black community here in Huntsville.
Thank you so much, Katrina.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And we'll continue to follow tonight's meeting with Sydney Stallworth at 9 p.m. Putting the Valley first, Kenesha Dees, WZDX News.